So this is my 69 Firebird project. This is my first time putting a video on YouTube. I've owned this car since, about 1993. I bought it from a guy. It had no motor and tranny in it. Started doing the restoration on it. I wanted to do a 69 Trans Am clone type thing, but my version of that. I built a Ram Air 400 for it. It's a Ram Air 3 motor with the correct Ram Air 369 heads, number 46s or 48s actually. Since then I've been kind of, I went through some issues in 1999. The car's been sitting on hold for the last 14 years or so. Time to start and get back on it. So I went on YouTube to start learning some stuff and learn how to do stuff. A friend of mine was doing all the body work on this car. The only thing that was bad on it when I first bought it was right there was a patch panel missing. And so we put a patch panel in it, cleaned up the inner fender wells, and I believe he poured Pour 15 inside the trunk area. So down inside where you can't see has been Pour 15'd. Car's been sitting in K200 primer for the last 14, probably 17 years actually. So when he stopped working on it, it was 98, 99, and he kind of went off and did his own thing. And so now I'm going to start over. I did a bunch of work to this car. Just bought a house, so got a garage to work in again. So it's oversized double car garage, and there's a barn out there on 5 acres. So this is my 69 Trans Am replica project. All the fiberglass parts, the hood, that's the second hood I bought for this car, and it's all this fiberglass stuff's just garbage. And they guaranteed me the hood would fit when I bought it. And I mean, it looks a lot better than the first hood, but right in this area here, it's about twice as thick as it's supposed to be. So if you set the hood on the car, this edge sits up about that high on the fender. So yeah, it's just not going to work, and it'd be too much work to make it work. So I'm going to hopefully soon purchase the recently re-released 69 Trans Am steel hood they put out, and I've been doing some block sanding. So I already have a set of 69 Trans Am the pieces that go inside the hood there, or the bezels, the Ram Air bezels. It's got the 69 Trans Am extractors on it, air extractors. It's got 14x7 rally wheels on it, Pontiac Rallies. I've had them all painted up at one time, but they've since then need to be redone. The firewall, everything in here was all painted 60% gloss, but right now it's very dirty from sitting outside for several years. So I'm going to push it outside today and see if I can't clean it up some, and if it doesn't clean up, I'll take it back apart and reshoot everything. I actually had this car running in 2007, 6, maybe even as late as 2010. Had the back end of the car jacked up. They were sitting on those stands right there, the wheel stands. I got 2 of them. The subframe sitting on another one over here. This is for my son's car. Had the back end of the car jacked up, and it sat there for like 3 weeks. So, and before then I was running the car and doing some work, and I was working on the tranny, and I had the back end jacked up, and It had about a half tank of fuel in it. So I came down and started working on it one day. I was at another garage and started it up. And I had it running there, and I noticed that it didn't have any oil pressure, so bad things started happening. So I took and checked the oil, shut it off, checked the oil, and the oil pan was full of gas. So what had happened is it siphoned out of the gas tank into the carburetor and filled the bottom end of the motor with gas, which diluted the oil. So I drained all the oil out of it, changed the filter, and did all that stuff, and started it back up. Right now it's running about 20 pounds oil pressure at idle, but you can hear a slight rod knock. So I'm going to yank the motor out and see how bad it is inside and go from there. Anyway, that should be enough for now. This is my first YouTube video. Been talking to Rare Rat on YouTube, and been watching his videos and James Freddy's videos, and really kind of getting inspired to start working on this car again. Nick's been helping me out quite a bit with where I should start over again. There's some couple little issues on this fender over here. I started sanding this fender and actually started wet sanding it before I knew you shouldn't actually wet sand a fender before it's ready, you know. Hold the wet sanding off until the end, basically. So, but anyway, there's a couple spots right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's like the paint never really dried, so I don't know what's going on there, but I'm going to, there's a spot where I sanded through. I'm going to go ahead and strip the whole top of this fender for the most part, and then put some epoxy primer on it and some more high build and start over, and hopefully that'll cure some of that problem. And I got another little rust issue back there that I got to take care of. Anyway, have a good day, and thanks for watching.